was raised and born in violence or experienced violence. They've never really pressure tested. Jeff Thompson, real life combatives, explosive violence and simple motor skills. The world of violence, experienced violence. I'm not advocating violence here. I'm going to destroy you.
Hi, my name is Mike Soto. I'm a martial arts coach, combatives consultant with over 40 years of researching, learning, and teaching martial arts. I want to invite you to my new video course, Fundamental Skills for Martial Arts and Fighting. The contents of this video series is based on my extensive research in Muay Thai, Western boxing, and Chinese and Filipino martial arts. In this course, you will learn some essential skills that will create a more connected and relaxed body structure that will allow you to deliver more power in your strikes. These body skills will create a more efficient way to use any offensive or defensive technique. You will also learn some essential footwork to guarantee the delivery of your techniques. These skills can be applied to enhance any martial arts practice and can greatly benefit anyone from beginners to advanced practitioners, regardless of style. Don't miss this opportunity to bring your martial arts skills to the next level.
How often in your past or maybe in your present your fighting skills worked in real situation? I mean, a lot of trainers can teach how to do like eye gouge or knee to the groin, but when you ask them, have they ever did it? I mean, in a real person, not like demonstration. I mean, in a real situation, and they say no, it's mostly like theory that you can do. Can you more share with us more of your experience in that way about it's like real fighting, not maybe self-defense, real fighting?
Mm-hmm. Yes, there is a distinction, like I said, because at the core of everything, when you are in that situation, I'd say there's a teacher that unfortunately or fortunately, because really nobody should. I'm not here thinking, hey man, you should go and experience violence so that you can get, unfortunately, no, that's not necessary for you to be a good martial artist. But yes, if you don't have that psychological aspect, you've never tasted it, you never did it. It is missing. That's just a reality. It is missing. So you can have a teacher that's a very good teacher, a very good coach, and can teach you good moves and good attributes. And he didn't necessarily was raised and born in violence or experienced violence. However, he is missing that component. More times than not, there's always exceptions, but more times than not, you will meet instructors that are disseminating or they're just basically handing down techniques that were taught to them. They've never really pressure tested. This is how they were taught. Well, we attack the eyes, we attack the groin, but have they ever really done it in a where somebody just jumped you? Where somebody's in front of you and you know that you can't escape and you cannot, because the first thing you want to do in any confrontation, really, I'm not advocating violence here. The first thing you should do is try to avoid, always have awareness. If your gut feeling or if you see visual cues of a situation in a street, in a bar, anywhere, in a parking lot, that something doesn't look right, or you see individuals that are doing things that don't look right, the best thing is to leave. That's the best martial art ever, is to not be where violence is. But let's say you cannot help that. The second stage is then something is going to happen. Learn how to diffuse the situation. You don't have to jump in and fight. Many times you'll be able to diffuse, and there are techniques and methods of learning specifically for that.
Okay, guys, don't forget to subscribe, to share the video with people that you think might benefit from the information. Make sure and like and comment. Any questions that you may have, feel free to ask, and I'll do my best to answer them.
Jeff Thompson, very famous. I mean, this guy is an iconic figure in real life combatives. These guys that did it in real life. He has methods like the fence, and there's a lot of psychological factors for you to diffuse a fight. If you can diffuse a fight, then you are in a situation of violence. Violence is about to rain upon you. At that point, then it's better for you to be aggressively offensive. If you know that it's happening, you strike first. And you just explode with simple motor skills, because you can't do anything fancy at that point. There's adrenaline, there's a lot of factors. There may be something involved, a bigger person. It's not about technique at that time. Technique will come from repetition in the body, but you have to react with explosive violence and simple motor skills, because stylistic stuff is not going to work in that environment. It won't. It never really, that doesn't work much. You know, it's not high percentage. So yes, there are instructors that some of them, they don't mean ill. They mean well. Okay, I'm going to teach you this deadly technique, and I'm going to do it this way. Like the people that claim, that they can, eye jabs and eye jabs, but they don't even know how to throw a decent jab to reach somebody's face with good speed and timing and rhythm. Well, if you can't hit me with a pillow that's in a big old pillow, a glove, and even connect, how is this going to go and hit that eye from this distance? There's little things like that. That's just an example. So yes, there are teachers that maybe if they were taught by someone that would experience violence, the world of violence, then that information is not necessarily bad, because they were taught that, and they were taught in a way that they can then demonstrate it in a realistic manner. But if you don't have that, an instructor is showing techniques because that's what they were taught, but they've never really pulled it off with somebody trying to beat their ass, yeah, you got to question that a little bit, right? Because there's different scenarios. One is a scenario where it's controlled, even when you're sparring. Even sparring hard is nothing like real world, true violence with a predator that's trying to harm you or a loved one. And there's no time for nothing. Violence just occurs. Raw, ugly, nasty. You may die, you may have to kill. These are psychological states that you don't learn. Most schools, you just go and do your 3 times a week, and you do, I did my training and I punched the pads, and and nothing wrong with that. But when people talk about what I'm saying and they try to mix like I guess all the same thing, that's when I go, whoa. It's not the same. It's all good, but this is not the same. So yes, there's a wide spectrum of instructors, from people that know what they're doing or were taught properly, to other guys that they don't know. They're just passing down. They're passionate. They're good instructors. They're passing down what they were taught, without knowing that a lot of that stuff won't even work. And then there's the guys that they know they're just fooling you. They're just talking bullshit just to get your money, and you don't know any better, and they'll teach you anything and call it whatever. It's so wide. So you have to be, depending on what you want in the martial arts, do your research and find out who and what you want to learn. Okay? They don't have to be big name people. Like I said, most of the people that I've seen that are the most skilled, scary individuals were not a lineage holder or the next one in line or the indoor student of this guy. I mean, that's all good. But where I came from, it's about your skill. What can you do, right? Not to disrespect lineages, or I respect that, I'm talking about this particular aspect. There are many lineage holders that can't fight their way out of a paper bag, but they can teach you the art as they were taught, right? So you have to find out and discern for yourself, what do you want? If you want an art and just keep it there, that's fine. If you want to know some self-defense techniques, go to people that you know are reputable and know what they're doing. If you want to learn combatives, which is about then you just being in the offensive, it's not just self-defense. When something happens to you that you cannot do anything, or a person got the best of you, they got the first shot, they got the first grab, it's not about defending, it's about now you become the predator at that time. That's a different thing. Oh, he got me, I'm going to do a defending move. No, different than he got me, I'm going to destroy you. Two different mindsets. One is about overturning. You're always in an offensive, blasting mindset, whether you did it first or somebody did something to you first. The other self-defense is about defending, or, okay, I got to do, and I hear this from many different reality-based famous teachers now that, they agree because they came from violence. So, yeah, be careful. There's a wide variety of instructors and what you're learning from. Some are good, some not so good, some well-intended, some that are rough. Some have the real good information, but man, get ready to be roughed up because that's just how it works. But not everybody wants to do that or is made for that. And you have to know where you are, how you are, what you're learning it for, and what your limitations are, right? That helps a lot in your own personal martial arts journey.